A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
I'm Chikling.
And we are back at the museum along with Victor and Wendy. They are enjoying a day at the Art Museum. When was the last time you went to an art museum or the art museum in Taipei?
I think it was maybe a few months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, good for you.
It was a random show that they had, and I didn't know where to go, so I just went there, and it only cost me $30.
Wow, it's so cheap even now. So there you go. A good reason to go to the art museum, I have to admit. It's been many years for me, but I should definitely do that. I think the summer's coming. We're getting into the hottest months of the year. I think maybe in the next few weeks I might go there and just, enjoy the air conditioning. But anyways, if you do go to an art museum, whether it's in Taipei or in another city in the world, you'll see some art and maybe you'll be lucky enough to see some famous art. So that's our warm-up question. Do you know any famous pieces of art and explain and describe the art?
Oh, okay.
All right.
My favorite one, I can talk about my favorite one.
All right.
Cabbage, the jade.
The jade cabbage.
The jade cabbage.
At the Gugong.
Yeah, have you seen that?
I've seen it many times.
I love it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's a cabbage made of jade.
Well, but it's delicate.
I think I need someone to explain to me why it's so amazing, because I'm like,
Because it looks delicate.
It looks delicate. I kind of like the pork jade.
Oh, yeah, that one isn't bad.
But really, for me, the Gugong, the best thing, it's that ball made of ivory with all the other little balls inside. That's incredible.
Okay.
I mean, that's not just a cabbage made of jade. They don't even know how they made that.
Okay.
I think it's a mystery of science. I think but you're right. The jade cabbage is impressive. And also with the jade cabbage or with the Mona Lisa in the Louvre, it's also just fun watching all these hundreds of tourists kind of lose their mind after they finally, oh my, there it is. I've seen it in books for years and I'm finally there. Yeah. So it's fun. If you go to the Louvre and you see the Mona Lisa, of course, a lot of the great galleries in Europe have famous paintings. I mean, it's neat because you get to see things that you've seen on television, on T-shirts, on bags, on, wherever. But there you are, seeing it in real life. And that's what Victor and Wendy are doing. I'm sure they're having a good time. So let's get to our dialogue and catch up with them.
A trip to the art museum. Warm-up question. Do you know any famous pieces of art? Explain and describe the art.
Exhibition. Gallery. Painting. Guided tour. Audio guide. Sculpture. Collection. Floor map. Main entrance. Gift shop. Admission. Brochure.
This painting is so cool. I'm going to take a photo of it.
Wait! You can't take pictures here. There's a sign on the wall.
Oh, sorry. I didn't notice that. Who made this painting?
Damien Hirst. He's a British artist. His work is very famous.
All right. Well, we're going to get into it, and they are well into the art museum. They're really enjoying themselves. As we get to the first line of our dialogue for today, Victor is admiring one of the pieces of art, and he says to Wendy, "This painting is so cool." He really likes the painting. It doesn't mean it's cold. It means he appreciates it a lot, and he thinks it's very, very awesome. He says, "The painting is so cool, I'm going to take a photo of it." I'm not sure that's a good idea, Victor. Yeah, we're going to get to that a little bit later. Maybe Victor hasn't been to many museums before. But, it's a natural thing, especially these days when everyone has a phone on their camera on their phone or a phone on their camera. It's natural to maybe pull it out, but I'm not sure it's allowed in all museums. We'll find out. But first, let's talk about what he is gonna do.
So be going to do something 就是 be gonna 的意思，就是赶快要去即将要做什么 take a picture of 就是拍照。那通常我们看到 take a picture 我们就会想到 photogenic 这个字，所以如果你if you're photogenic that means you look very good in pictures.
Right, like you.
Oh, thank you. 所以比如说 Harry is very photogenic. Some even say he looks better in pictures than in person.
Harry
Potter.
Harry Styles. Harry
I was
Potter.
going to say Harry Potter.
Harry Truman? Okay, well, Harry is obviously a handsome, handsome man.
Do you prefer to look better in person or in pictures?
I look terrible in pictures all the time. I look terrible in pictures all the time. I'm sure even painting, even Picasso would make me look ugly in a picture.
Then it's not your problem, it's the photographer's problem.
No, it's my problem. All right, back to the dialogue. Wendy is seeing Victor getting his phone out, holding it up, about to press the button to take a photo or to take a picture, and she goes, Wait, you can't take pictures in here or take pictures here, is how she says it. She could also say take pictures in here. Basically, in this place that we are, art museum or in a hospital or something like that, you're not allowed to use your camera unless you get permission before. But you can't just walk around taking pictures like you can in other places. And she knows this because maybe she's been to the museum before, but here's another way to know it. There's a sign on the wall, Victor. Maybe he thought the sign was a piece of art. It's just someone painted a camera with a circle and a line through it. That's a very interesting representation of No, there's a sign on the wall that says no pictures, Victor. This is for you, Victor. No, you can't do that.
Okay, 所以 there is 跟 there are 就是英文的有什么，但千万不要再让我听到什么 there have， 这个是错的，千万不可以这样讲哦，就是 there is, there are 就这两种。
Now, why can't you take pictures? Well, it might bother other people, obviously, flashing lights as you're trying to appreciate a famous painting. But actually, the flashing of the camera can damage the paint over years. So that's another reason. So actually, if you're taking pictures, you're actually aging those paintings, you're damaging them. And, you can go to the gift shop and they'll have lots of postcards and pictures of whatever famous piece of art. Although I think in some places you are allowed. But you would definitely want to make sure there's signs. And in many museums, they'll have security guards or people there who can answer questions like, can I take a picture in here? But if they say no, please do respect it and respect the art and respect your fellow visitors as well. Back to the dialogue, Victor says, oh, sorry, I didn't notice that. So now that Wendy has pointed to the sign, now he sees the sign, now he realizes he was about to make a big mistake. So, like a good guy, he puts the camera away, but he still wants to know more about the painting that he was interested in, so he asks a good question. Who made this painting? Who did this painting? Who painted this painting? Who's this painting by? All of these are the same way of asking that question.
所以 who made this painting 就是谁创作的这个画作呢？那你前面有这一句 I didn't notice that 大家要记住，就因为已经发生了，是代表你没有注意到，所以你们在讲的时候一定要放过去式，不要用错时态咯。
And let's see. his friend Wendy, she knows who did the painting, and she tells Victor, Damien Hirst. And then she gives him some information. He's a British artist. His work is very famous. Yeah, I think he's actually one of the best-selling living artists of our time. He's still alive. He was famous for doing a skull covered in diamonds that probably cost a lot of money. And I think he might have been that guy who cut horses in half.
Really?
Yeah, for art. But I'm not sure about that one. But I think he did. He's known for sort of doing very weird, modern art that makes people go, ugh. But then 10 years later, they're like, it's genius.
Yeah.
But when they first saw it, they're like, oh my God, or, what a crazy guy.
Usually that
But that's the thing with art. If you become successful, you stop being crazy and you start being a genius.
Yeah.
Once people are spending millions of dollars on your paintings.
所以呢，我们看到 British 这个字 ，British 就是有英国的。那他其实比如说 British artist 就是英国的一个艺术家，那如果你是有英式腔调，像我们的 Pat 老师就是 British accent，所以我们这个是形容词哦，名词是 Britain， 那它就是代表英格兰、苏格兰、威尔士的统称。
Yes, but do be careful because if someone is from Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland and you call them English, they might not like that.
Rude.
It would be like calling a Taiwanese person Chinese or something. Right. They might not like that. I'm not from that place. So do be aware of that. Yeah. England is just one part of Britain or the UK, the United Kingdom.
Did you enjoy the exhibitions?
Yes. Yayoi Kusama's sculptures were my favorite. They're so colorful.
She's wonderful. Please take a look in the gift shop. Kusama inspired many of the items here.
This polka dot bag is very cute. I'll buy it.
Back to the article. Let's see. The clerk is now talking to Victor and Wendy as guesses they're leaving because the clerk says, did you enjoy the exhibitions or did you enjoy what you saw in the museum? That's basically the question.
So enjoy doing something or enjoyed something 就是很享受某一件事情或很喜欢。比如说 I really enjoyed walking along the beach. 又或者是如果你今天去餐厅吃饭，我说 enjoy 你可以吃饭咯 enjoy your meal.
I will, thank you very much. And Victor replies to the clerk. Yes, Victor says with an exclamation point. Yes, we really did enjoy everything we saw. He had a favorite though. He said Yayoi Kusama's sculptures were my favorite. They're so colorful. Yes, if you like polka dots, Yayoi Kusama is your lady. She covered everything with polka dots, including an entire LV store the last time I was in Tokyo.
所以呢 favorite 就是最喜爱的，那最不喜爱的你可以在前面加一个 least， 所以 your least favorite character, your favorite character 都是可以的。
Now, the clerk is familiar with this artist, and maybe many other visitors to the museum have said the same thing. The clerk says, she's wonderful. So the clerk is also a fan of Yayoi Kusama's very unique style. And the clerk gives a good suggestion. Please take a look in the gift shop. Kusama inspired many of the items here. So I guess they have lots of things covered in polka dots, because that was her thing. But yeah, a trip through the gift shop is a great idea to do. A wonderful place to buy gifts, actually.
Souvenirs.
I often go, there's souvenirs for yourself, but it's also like, hey, what would my mom like for her birthday next month? And you can think about that in the gift shop, and you will no doubt find something very, very cool.
So you can get keychains, mugs, or maybe postcards?
Postcards are big, expensive art books, often reproductions of many of the paintings in poster form. You know, almost anything you can imagine, they have it there. And Victor, I guess, is with Wendy, and they're taking a little trip through the gift shop. Sometimes you actually have to walk through the gift shop to get to the exit.
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes you kind of have to. But I would say spend a bit of time looking around. You might find something like Victor did. He says, this polka dot bag is very cute. I'll buy it.
Polka dot 就是圆点，很可爱的那种圆点。所以通常你说 I'll buy it， 我们也可以说 I'll take it。我们常常讲 I'll take it. Usually we say I'll take it.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, 所以我们赶快看一下今天所有的单字吧。所以我们今天第一个 片语出现就是 take a photo 就是拍照，那当然你把它讲成 picture to take a picture 也是可以哦。比如说 Could you take another photo of me? The one you took is out of focus. 可不可以再帮我拍张照啊？刚刚那一张没有对焦呢。好，他们再看另外一个句子哦。The flowers were very pretty, so Molly took some photos of them. 这些花非常的美哦，所以 Molly 就拍了一些他们的照片。那我们刚刚也有看到另外一个字 famous 的就是出名的著名的 so we can say be famous for something or be known for something 比如说鼎泰丰 is known for or is famous for its steamed buns那我们再看一下这个字的一个相反词哦，也是很著名的，不过它通常是负面的，恶名昭彰的意思。我们可以说 notorious 这个字，它刚 famous 刚好是相反词。那么再看另外一个句子 The restaurant is famous for its pizza. Many people come here for it. 这间餐厅呢，披萨非常的闻名，大家都为了吃它而来的。那我们刚刚是不是看到一些 artworks 然后说这个画作这个艺术作品非常的 colorful 这边指的就是色彩鲜艳的那不只是指色彩鲜艳我们说一件事情很丰富其实也是可以哦比如说 Life is just like a painting Many things make it colorful and meaningful那这个字是来自于 color 加上 ful 我们英文很多这样子的字哦像 wonder 加上 ful 或者是 beauty 加上 ful 都是 wonderful, beautiful 都是来自于这样子的逻辑那我们再看另外一个 colorful 的句子Jimmy drew a colorful picture with pink, blue, and yellow markers. Jimmy 用粉红色蓝色、黄色的麦克笔画了一张色彩缤纷的图。那最后呢，我们刚刚说，这个 gift shop 里面呢，有很多这一个艺术家他赋予灵感创作的东西哦，所以 inspire 就是赋予灵感激发想法的意思我们来看一下变化型如果后面加一个 d 呢就是你感到有灵感那如果是 inspiring 就是变成说什么东西给你灵感 inspiration 就是你的灵感比如说 My grandpa inspired me to make music 代表我爷爷我阿公是给我灵感来做音乐的人或者是 all of Jason Mraz's songs are inspiring to me 代表这一些 Jason Mraz 的歌 Jason Mraz 的歌都是非常的可以给你灵感的或者是呢 I sometimes draw my inspiration from the dreams I have 有时候我的灵感是来自于我的梦境哦那么再看另外一个句子哦 The story of Snow White inspired many books and movies 白雪公主的故事呢成为很多书籍跟电影的灵感来源大家请一定要注意一下所有不同的用法哦那刚刚我们也有提到 There is, there are 是英文里面的有什么is 后面加单数 are 后面加复数但其实口语上我们很常就直接说 there is 就好了比如说 there's no time to lose 我们没有时间了或者是呢 there are two sides to every question 那我们是今天所有的单字哦我们大家要记得练习 and right now let's go to our review time
Review time
Hello, everyone. We are back with a quick review time before we say goodbye for today. Let's look at our 4 new words that we saw in our dialogue. Photo, famous, colorful, and inspire. All right, so those are the words. Hopefully you guys remember them. If not, or even if you do, you can play along with our little game. So today, I think we're going to play opposites. How does that sound to you?
Sounds good.
Sounds okay. All right, so I will give you a word that is kind of the opposite in meaning or really, really, really different from one of the words here, and hopefully it will make sense and you'll be able to guess the word from the list that I am thinking of, the opposite. Let's start with a simple one. Unknown.
Oh, no. Famous.
Exactly. If you're an unknown person like us, or, well, no, you're famous. If you're an unknown person, nobody knows who you are. You're just an average person. If you're famous, everybody knows who you are. Let's see. Another simple one. Dull. Drab.
Oh, colorful.
Plain. Colorful, yeah. Something is dull or drab. It kind of doesn't have much color. It might be okay and attractive, but it's definitely not colorful. All right, and let's see another one. A book.
A book?
A book.
Oh, okay. A book is usually full of text.
Right.
So I think it's the opposite to photos.
A photo, right. A photo is a picture. A book is a bunch of words. And that's why they say a picture is worth 1,000 words,
yeah,
right? You have to read 1,000 pages or whatever, 1,000 words. And the picture or the photo will give it to you in an instant. And let's see, to confound.
Oh, that's a hard word.
Well, yeah, I could use the opposite, but the opposite is very much like the word there.
Okay.
To confound, to confuse, to vexate.
Okay. It's inspired.
To inspire, right. If you're confounded, you can't find a solution. If you're inspired, bing, it pops into your head like magic.
There's a light bulb right next to your head.
There you go. If you have writer's block, that's the opposite of being inspired. You have no ideas, but inspired. You have lots of ideas. And we have some ideas for you guys. The main one is, why don't you come and join us sometime in the future? We're going to have some more great
sometime in the
articles.
future, tomorrow, every day. Watch us every day.
Okay, that sounds good too.
Well, listen to us every day.
Sounds excellent. Take care, guys. We'll see you back here sometime soon. Bye.
Bye.
Magic Box.
Look, there is a banana. 哎呀，赶快看啊，有金蕉啦！哎呀，花妈，我快要饿死了啦！最近在进行什么168轻断食，我看瘦下来之前我就要被饿死了啦！什么香蕉、芭乐都快点给我拿过来，花妈，我要吃完了啦！哎呦，你可能知道如果呢要表示人拥有什么东西呢，我们呢就要用动词 have。比方说 I have a pen， 我有一支笔。I have an apple， 我有一颗苹果。但是呢，这就是人有什么东西哦。我们说 have， 但是如果说我们中文说的那里有什么东西，这边有什么东西，这个有呢，在英文里面我们就不是用 have 咯。这个时候呢，我们就要用 there is 或是 there are 的句型来表达有什么东西在那边咯。比方说像我们刚刚看到的，那边有香蕉 ，there is a banana， 那里有一根香蕉，那里是哪里呢？我们可以在后面加上地方，让句子更完整。There is a banana on the table， 有一根香蕉呢放在桌上。如果不止一根香蕉，是一串香蕉，那我们应该怎么说呢？我们呢就说 There are some bananas on the table， 那里呢有一些香蕉放在桌上。注意到呢，当我们说那里有的东西呢是这个可数的复数名词，比方说呢有一些香蕉不止一根，而且呢你可以算一根两根，这个时候呢我们就可以使用这个there is 这个动词呢就要换成 there are。例如呢那里有3本书 ，there are 3 books。OK， 知道 there is there are 的用法呢，我们也可以用这个句型来问问题，问那里有什么咯。有2种方式第一种呢，我们直接倒装 is there。OK， 这个呢就是 yes no 的是非题。例如is there pudding in the refrigerator？ 在冰箱里有布丁吗 ？Yes there is。No there isn't。OK， 那我们也可以搭配疑问词来造简答题了。例如呢 ，How many bananas are there on the table？ 桌上有多少香蕉啊 ？There is, there are 这个句型呢，就用来表达那里有什么东西。你也学会了吗？